Well, it's us here again, the Brady Bunch, heading down to Columbus from the Meadows. Quite an eventful day. No, you didn't like the Brady Bunch?
No, because Brady Bunch is two families now living together.
Really?
Yeah, it's like stepchildren.
I thought you were younger than me. I don't even know. I didn't watch the Brady Bunch. How the hell do you know?
I used to watch it.
You used to watch the Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
When you were what?
I don't know, 5. I don't know.
I see. Quite an eventful day yesterday. We stayed over in Columbus. It was Oliver's birthday, as you guys may or may not have known. Stayed over in Columbus, and we timed it so that I could get back to Scioto in time to get in the car, or get out of the car at Northfield Park, walk over, open the door of the truck, and leave to go to Batavia. So Bomb Hugger was supposed to warm up at 6. I got there minutes before she had to warm up for first trip. Warmed her up first trip. Man, I liked how she warmed up. Warmed her up second trip. She felt real good. I figured she was going to have a good run. I got away in the two-hole, and I'm thinking to myself going to the quarter pole, I don't know if there's a passing lane here. I didn't watch any of the other races to see if there was a passing lane. And I've driven at Batavia, but they all kind of melt together sometimes. So I look past the quarter pole. I'm looking. Yes, there's a passing lane there. I said, good, we're golden. I don't know how good the horse is on the front. I know it's a Tony Alagna horse. I know that by the body language I'm looking at, earplugs in, up to the quarter and 28 and a piece, that there's a pretty good chance that she's going to be one of the horses to beat. But I know there's some killers in behind us. You know, I looked the other day. The horse that Bomb Hugger beat was in with us again, getting my steps in. Getting my steps in, I think. It's a $230,000 yearling. A lot of horses were very expensive. You know, the Chapter 7s run so high usually. So I wasn't surprised. But again, a good grouping of nice horses. So I get away in the two-hole behind. I like my meadows. Got kind of an odd name, but nice filly. I know I watched her win the Excelsior in Saratoga the day we won the Sire Stakes, and she looked very convincing. So I was comfortable where I was at. I had a quick look over my shoulder. I know Scott Zeron's in behind me. That means that Andy's probably got to come first over. I didn't really know a whole lot about Jim Morrell's horse. You know, these are still very young horses. But I'm comfortable where I'm at, especially now that I know there's a passing lane. It was funny, after I had told this story to Mary, and Ryan, the trainer and part owner of Bomb Hugger at the time, and they said that the last 3 years there was not a passing lane there. They just put it back in this year. So at the 5/8 pole, you know, I'm pretty confident. Maybe Andy's horse is good enough. I don't know, but I'm pretty confident where I'm at. Then I see Jim Morrell come with a big head of steam. I'm like, geez, you know, it's going to be a problem if he gets them headed right. And coming behind him again is Andy. Now Scott's made a break. Maybe Scott was second over, made a break. It didn't matter. The horses right here were the ones to worry about. Even Andy's horse, you know, we had to go a wicked mile to get up and beat us from there. And I still do have the passing lane. So about 8 pylons before we come out of the turn, off stride goes the horse outside of me. Now I'm fairly confident. Earplugs are out on the horse on the front. She looks exposed and susceptible. I just moved over Bomb Hugger. I growled at her a couple of times, and she just drove right by. Just proved again that she's just a very, very nice filly. That is an exceptionally professional youngster, is what she is. You just know, right? She gives you that feeling like she knows. Just relax, I got this. And as soon as I moved her over, it was just, zoom, she was gone. And man, I was just so pleased with her last night and happy for the people that own her. Mary, I got to meet Mary Warner, your partner on Bomb Hugger, for the first time in my life the other day. I felt so embarrassed. I come up to the horse last night, and she goes, hi. She goes, hi, Anthony. I said, yeah. She goes, oh, Mary. I said, oh, hey, Mary, how you doing? You take care of this horse? She goes, no, I own the horse. I own a quarter of the Bomb Hugger. So I felt like a jackass. But I never met Mary before that I can remember. Maybe I did once and I forgot. Just so many clients that sometimes I lose track. And but I was so happy for Mary. Ryan was telling me, Mary, just in case I know you're watching this, Ryan was telling me how loud you were screaming around the last turn and at the 5/8 pole for Bomb Hugger. But as I said, I was pretty confident that I had everything the way I wanted it at the 3/8 when I saw the passing lane in the track. So very happy that Bomb Hugger raced great. Happy for Ryan, happy for Mary, happy for everybody else. Everybody else that has anything to do with that filly. She's just really turned into a sweetheart. It was funny the other day, I was talking to Shelby, the caretaker of Bomb Hugger, and she also took care of Taiwan on all week, and she was going on like she loves Bomb Hugger. We all do, right? She's small and tries so hard, so it's hard not to love her. We're talking, I said, just so you know that, and Taiwan on is rude on the cross ties and acts up sometimes, and she can be a little ornery sometimes, so absolutely different horses on the cross ties. And Shelby's telling me about Bomb Hugger this, Bomb Hugger that. I said, just so you know, the horse you're brushing right now may end up being as good as Bomb Hugger someday. She goes, wow, I don't know about that. And I said, I do. And we got to see that today, didn't we? I had said to Hunter come up to me, and everybody saw the big qualifier by Garden State Dio. But I had told everybody, I almost immediately wished I didn't send her to the Meadowlands. When it dawned on me that I couldn't go and drive her, that she was going to be in with these monsters, these experienced horses, I thought I had painted myself into a corner because she looked so damn good qualifying. On what grounds could I not send her? But mentally and experience-wise, I had my reservations when I sent her there, and obviously my worst fears were they came to fruition with that break behind the gate. So we got her back here as quick as we could, and I didn't tell you this, but the last fast mile, keep in mind, this filly made a break at the Meadowlands. She didn't go a mile at the Meadowlands, and she did, 2:15? Well behind the field. So when was the last fast mile that Garden State Dio went? Might have been that qualifier. Might have been, 3 weeks ago? That might have been her last fast mile to really tighten her up. Now, just to put it in context, today is, today's what, Friday? Thursday. Today is Thursday. When did I train Taiwan on? Friday? I trained Taiwan on in 2 minutes, 59 come 28 seconds last Thursday or Friday at Northfield, and then trained her again before we shipped her this week, another slow mile. She was zinging tight and ready to rock. Garden State Dio, I'm sure John jogged her, but knowing that she was coming back to Pennsylvania or Ohio, I highly doubt he trained her. I wouldn't. Why would you? So she likely got jogged for a week, then sent back here. The timing of the race for Tim, not enough time to train her a fast mile, so I can assure you she didn't go sub 2:10. So the last fast mile for Garden State Dio may have been as much as 3 weeks ago. Not what you would call ideal by any stretch of the imagination. So two very, very talented fillies today. Make no mistake, I had Garden State Dio shackled pretty good today in the hobbles. But upon reflection after the race, looking at what I saw, knowing she was brushing her left hind a little bit, I think we can take those bell boots off, take that knee tape off of her now, let her hobbles it a little bit, and maybe race her in Kentucky. She's Kentucky eligible. So that's where we're likely headed with Garden State Dio. I think what you saw today was, an extremely, very, very fast mile from Taiwan on, and just to put it in perspective, Taiwan on won wrapped up with the earplugs in. In fact, Hunter said she almost went to sleep halfway down the lane. She kind of started to just pull up a little bit, and I had to tap her on the tail. He said, who knows how fast I go if I kick the earplugs around the last turn and growl at her? Man, he said, this is a nice filly. I said, I told you she was. I walked up to him when I'm in the paddock, and he said, how's this filly? I said, just so you know, I can't foresee a way. Even if you drive her bad, she should win. He said, what? I said, even if you drive Taiwan on bad, she should win. I can't foresee a way she can get beat. I said, my filly's fast. I don't know how tight she is. I got to be careful with her at the gate. She made a break in the Meadowlands. But I trained Taiwan on last week, and I'm telling you, she's ready to rock. So you just coasted over, and you saw how effortless that mile was. That was an incredibly good mile from Taiwan on. And when you put everything into perspective, a very good mile from Garden State Dio also. This affiliate was simply short. But mechanically, very happy with what I saw from her today. So she'll likely be headed to Kentucky. We got to see Unbeatable Kemp. He's still in the Meadows. He's now at Tim Twaddle's barn. I think we're going to race him next week. He's there. He'll be heading to Kentucky also. Now the question mark. Who's the other horse? I keep forgetting. Oh, Blue Bayou Dio is in Northfield now. She is heading to Kentucky. And then the fourth horse, which is a big question mark. I don't know if we will or we won't. Rose Above It could go to Kentucky. He's dual eligible. So potentially 4 horses for Kentucky in the upcoming weeks. That's an interesting proposition, especially how good Garden State Dio looked today. So when I was done racing Taiwan on, I left and went towards Columbus, as I am right now. Won My Heart Hanover, got a dirty shuffle. Shuffled way back. Just got terrible cover. 2 guys moved that really, in hindsight, shouldn't have moved, but that happens. Backed her through the field. She's 4 or 5 wide coming out of last turn. I don't know if she's 4th or 5th, but she raced okay. I can make an argument to bring her back to Northfield and race her in the onwards of 3 or 4, or leave her at the Meadows. Either way, take it or leave it. I think her mile was okay today. Again, first start on Lasix. For those of you that are gamblers or owners or trainers out there, you know that more times than not, second start Lasix, you see a bigger difference in the horses. Then we had a race from That's My Girl. Man, she is really starting to turn it on. Not a huge mile, not a fast mile, 57.4, but she is really starting to turn it on as far as intelligence. He had to back her into that hole in the first turn. That's resulted in multiple breaks in her life. Pushed her down the backstretch, chased her into the last turn. We've seen her throw a few X's on the program with that type of drive also. But Brady drove her very confidently, drove her properly, and she was a winner in 57.4. Impressive. Then we wait. We watch White Tiger in the next race. It was funny because Dave Colon and I had a conversation about 3 weeks ago. And he said, I gave that Tiger horse second over trip and he didn't fire. And I said, well, his liver count was high then, blah, blah, blah. I said, when he races his best is when you almost put him in an impossible position. It's like he enjoys the challenge. I don't want to be second over or in the 2-hole or on the front and do it like all the other horses. I want to win from ridiculously insane positions where you shouldn't be able to win. And then I'll go out next week and do the moonwalk so that you just stay a little bit angry at me. That's what White Tiger does. So he should have won today. We like to joke about the moonwalk. It was well on display again late in the stretch today. He was a winner. And then old Montgomery Burns come back on and beat him at the wire with Rebecca. So that was a little salt in the wounds too. But White Tiger raced great. Now, a little bit of a hiccup. I told Joe he's heading to Plain Ridge immediately. His stall has evaporated in Massachusetts. Now, I talked to Mr. Jeff, the trainer that I'm sending the horse to, and he said, I got a couple I got to get rid of. Just give me a couple of days. Well, truck's supposed to leave on Saturday. So I'm Jeff Lieberman. I'm hoping that you have that stall opened up, because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to send him anyway. So he's going to live on your front lawn, or you're going to get a stall for him, one or the other. But White Tiger should be heading to Massachusetts and Plain Ridge Raceway. Tim's done a great job. This horse is just a better horse now than he's ever been. Not speed-wise, but just, I guess, racing-wise, consistently, second, third. I'd like to sprinkle on a few wins if that would be okay, but he's been racing pretty good. And then we just saw Compass Rose DC. That was a bit of a yard sale. Bounced her off the gate, made a break. I shouldn't say bounced her off the gate. I just saw her make the break. I assume that's what happened, because Compass Rose DC will do that from time to time. If you don't know her and you just kind of give her head leaving out of there or touch the gate with her, she will run once in a while, but come right back trotting just in time for a number of horses to run in front of her, and a couple of them interfere with her. Ended up with a great toe second over for 5 feet, and then the guy stopped in front of his face and made a break in front of him also. Jerked her back down to the rail. Actually, an incredible mile to be third, considering the amount of interference. I could easily give her 3, a break and 2 interferences in that mile, and she finished third. So certainly not anywhere near an ideal race for her, but an eventful one nonetheless. But a big day again. We've had a last 72 hours, man. I wish that every day was like that. Again, today we raced. We're 1-2 with the 2 first fillies, 4th or 5th with Won My Heart Hanover. Second beat ahead with White Tiger, and third be length and a half with Compass Rose DC. It's been a great day today. And that's my girl winning also. I keep forgetting her. But more importantly than the win from That's My Girl at the time is how she did it. Now starting to become a horse. So she's, before you ask me, can we send her to Indiana yet? The answer is no. She's not going anywhere just yet. She's going to stay right here and race in Pennsylvania because I want her, same reason I want to keep her in Northfield. I want her to learn to be a horse. I think we've established that she is a stupid animal, but a lovable big filly, and I love her to death. But it just seems like constant repetition is needed for this filly to get it. Now she's got it. Now she's figured it out. This is 4 good races in a row. I'd like to see 2 more. Can she go to Indiana at some point? Yeah, sure she can. Just not right now, but she'll go soon. So That's My Girl race great. A great day so far. We're heading down here. Don't know what to think. Well, I'm a lovely lady. She's in jeopardy to have her 1-2-3 streak of 10 races snapped. 7-hole. Got some serious customers in here. I don't know what kind of trip I'm going to work out. I really, unless I look left and, you know, it looks like we can get out of there, I'd rather not. But we will see very, very soon. As far as Mama Knows Best, I just want to see a rebound from her, a good race from her. And then who else do we have? We have Procrastinator. First time ever. Oh, we're not supposed to get off here, are we?
Yes. Oh.
No, I don't think so. We'll figure it out. No. Yeah, no, we'll figure it out. It's down here. It's all right. Yeah, it cost us about 3 nuts. Procrastinator's never raced anywhere but on a 5/8 in his life. So this will be on a half anywhere in his life. So this will be an interesting transition for Procrastinator. I'm interested to see what he's going to do tonight. No, I'm not leaving with him. I'm going to race him very similarly to the way I raced him last week. We're going to have to duck him a little bit. I'd like to get away 5th or 6th in the middle of the pack, and then see how he races. And then who's the last one? Oh, my girl, My Jazz. My Jazz is in tonight. First start in quite a while. For My Jazz. So I'm very, very interested to see how My Jazz is going to race. 7-hole, first start, and it's almost August. I'm not going to be blasting her out of there. I'm going to try and trip her out, try and get some money, try and get a good race into this filly. Man, this has been a long time coming. It has been a disaster trying to get her here, but you know what? Jason worked hard. We were very fortunate to run into the Betts brothers that were very kind in helping us fix her out, because quite frankly, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how long it would have taken, to get her back unless we had have really opened that foot up and seen what was in there, which I don't know that we would have. Not for a while. So, I am, it's right here.
Yeah.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how long it would have taken, but you know what? We got her. We got her there now. Everything's going forward. We got a night of question marks. How's Procrastinator going to do tonight? How's My Jazz going to do first start? How's I'm a Lovely Lady going to do from post 7? And how is Mama Knows Best going to rebound from that break? A lot of questions to be answered tonight, but all the questions from today were answered. It's been a great day so far. We've had a very, very fortunate run here the last 3-4 days. Let's see if we can't keep it going. I will talk to all of you very soon. It's unlikely I'll make a video tonight. It's just too dark and I won't. But I'll likely be talking to you tomorrow. So, good luck to everybody tonight. Take care. Have a great day.